Hey, what are the few things I can do that are biggest bang for my buck?
Hey, it's Ryan from the Carb Situation. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a trainer. I'm just a human guinea pig who likes to read a lot and willing to experiment. If you go on the journey with me, maybe you'll learn what I learned. Oh yeah, and I curse a lot. Let's do this.
Hey guys, what's happening? Today I want to talk about the 80-20 of weight loss. What the hell do I mean by that? The 80-20 of weight loss. Well, there's this thing, if you haven't heard about it, called the Pareto principle. And the Pareto principle tells us, it was named after a guy named Pareto, that 80% of the results come from 20% of the input. And incredibly, you find this in nature and in humans and in almost everything that you measure. So you can apply this to millions of things. Like 80% of the wealth is held by 20% of the people. 80% of your business's problems come from 20% of the customers. 80% of your company's revenue comes from 20% of the customers, and etc. So what I mean by the 80-20 of weight loss is these are the main things that will help promote your weight loss. If you're thinking, Ryan, I've watched your videos and this shit is just too hard. I can't do all of this stuff. I'm having trouble counting and keeping track of my carbohydrates. I don't want to track my ketone levels, travel too much. I have whatever problem that you have. I'm going to give you the biggest bang for your buck on how to simply lose weight. Now, if you do all the things that I talk about in my other videos, that's going to optimize your weight loss. It's going to give you the best results. But if you just want, hey, what are the few things I can do that are biggest bang for my buck? Here it is. And the one thing I want to tell you is that while this is simple, it may not be easy because of certain addictions and also habits and also social pressure. These things aren't always popular, but they will certainly help you lose weight, I promise. Okay, let's get down to it. Number one, eliminate sugars. So anything that has sugar in it. So if you are buying something at the store, look at the label. Added sugars will be one of the lines. No added sugars. No sugar in the foods that you eat. And certainly don't use sugar. And this also includes stuff like maple syrup, honey, things that have glucose, sucrose, sucralose, fructose, any of those, anything that has sugar in it. High fructose corn syrup, of course, I forgot to mention. None of these things. Eliminate that shit from your diet. And right there, that's probably 90% of everybody's problem. If you just get the sugar out, you're already most of the way there. Seriously. Number two, eliminate flour and grains. This one is also huge. This is huge. It causes so much inflammation. Of course, anything that has flour and grains in is going to be all of our bread and corn, rice, pasta, anything that's made from flour or grains. Get that out of your diet as well. The agricultural revolution was awesome for a lot of reasons, but it was not great for the human diet. So get flour and grains and anything made with them out of your diet. And the third thing is eliminate vegetable oils from your diet. This is canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, all of these different oils originally produced as lubricants for machinery back in the early 20th century, and some genius decided we could use them in our fucking diet, and I'm not sure why, but these are huge cancer-causing agents for one, and they also throw your omegas out of balance so that you're more apt to gain weight. Olive oil is amazing. That's olive oil for the win. So anywhere where you would use vegetable oils, replace those with olive oil, and that's going to make another huge difference. So those are the only three main things you have to do. And I don't care if you exercise, I don't care if you count your calories, I don't care if you keep track of your carbs. If you do these three things, you've already, it's not even an 80-20 anymore. That's probably 95% of the way there. If you seriously, and be honest with yourself, eliminate sugar and everything about sugar from your diet, flours and grains, vegetable oils, you are going to lose weight. I promise you. Now, if you want to get to your optimal weight, or you want to get through a plateau, or you want to make it faster, then we need to start using advanced techniques. This is all of the 20% stuff, the smaller things that we can use to hone in and optimize our weight loss. But to get 80% of the results, and I would say probably 95% of the results, you eliminate these 3 things and you are good to go. There are shit tons of things on this planet for you to eat that do not include sugar, flour, grains, vegetable oils, any kind of salads, any kind of vegetables, a little bit of fruit maybe, although that does contain some sugar, so be careful with that. Salad dressings are great. Just make sure that the ingredients don't use soybean oil, because most of them do. Any meat, fish, eggs, there are so many things to choose from that don't have to include sugar, don't have to be this processed food shit that we have been all told to eat our whole lives. So there you go. There's the 80-20. That is the simple way to make sure that you lose weight. Cut those 3 things out of your diet and you're going to win, I promise. If you have any questions, leave comments below. I really appreciate those. Remember to subscribe to my channel and check out my website. Until next time, go cut some shit out of your diet and lose some weight. Cheers.